Hi, I'm Donnie Buchanan from entrycounts.com. In this video, we're going to look at Xero's cash flow statement. Now, the thing about Xero's cash flow statement is sometimes it can present things in a way that does not suit you. So what do we do when that happens? For example, if we look down the page here at the cash flows for investing activities, we don't really know what those balances are made of. So what do? Well, the first thing to do is click Edit Layout and let's open these up. What I'm going to do here is arrow down in all these groups. Or if you're a client of ours, you will have a detailed statement of cash flows and those groups are already opened up for you. All you have to do is click Add Report, type in Detailed Statement of Cash Flows and add it. Now we can see a bit more detail about what makes up these groups. In here we can see that we've actually got formation costs, depreciation and borrowing costs included in our operating expenses, and down here it's the credit accumulated depreciation and amortization balances that are presenting in investing activities. These should not be there. So what do we do to get rid of them? Well, the first thing we do is look at whether or not a manual journal's been used and whether or not it's been used properly. If I click on the amortization journal, I can see that Xero's reporting it on an accrual and cash basis. We don't want that. What we have to do is go to Journal Options, Edit, and just untick this box and done. Let's repeat that for depreciation. If I update this report, we can now see that those amortization depreciation expenses and the credit accumulation balances have been removed from the cash flow statement report. Now for the second tip, there could be times when we can't do that and these depreciation expense accounts and accumulated depreciation accounts are included. The second option is that we group them together and they net out against each other and the ultimate balance is zero. How do we do that? Simple. Edit Layout. I'm going to highlight the accounts, then I'm going to group them. I'm going to drag that down to investing activities, then I'm going to highlight all the credit accumulated depreciation accounts, drag them in and drag them in as well. So this group now contains the expense and the accumulated depreciation and amortization. Go down the page here, we can see our new group and it nets out to zero. We don't want to display this much detail, so let's close it off. To close it, all I do is arrow across. If we scroll down the page here, we can see that that group has been completely removed from investing activities. Now you can apply the same logic for any account here where you know the debit and the credit should net out against each other. Now still, if that doesn't work, if you're a client of ours, you've got another option for a custom cash flow statement where you just type in the amounts that you want in those boxes. How do you do that? Easy. Add Report. Type in Custom. And you can see here that these fields are completely free for you to type in whichever number you need. And when you're done, just click on the name and delete that. The final option is for anyone that has a cash flow statement in Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. What you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste it into this report. How do you do that? Easy. Click Add Report, Blank Report, insert a text block, open up your Excel or Sheets and copy, back to the report and paste. Then click Done. Go up to the report name and just change it to Statement of Cash Flows. Okay, so just to recap there, we had the standard Xero statement of cash flows. We looked at the detailed version where you can expand out the groups and show what's in there. The third option is the custom version where you have to enter the balances yourself. And the fourth option is to copy and paste from Excel or Google Sheets. Okay, we hope that was helpful. If you need any help, reach out, entrycounts.com. Have a good afternoon.